Hi guys, what's up and welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, I am going to be reviewing the new Danessa Myricks Yummy Skin Foundation as well as the new Urban Decay All Nighter Setting Spray. If you guys want to see my first impressions, thoughts, and these products put to the test, then definitely keep on watching. So I put up a poll on YouTube and I asked you guys if you guys were still interested in seeing the Yummy Skin Foundation from Danessa Myricks, because I know it's been a little while. I did go on a Sephora no buy until the sale, and now that the sale is here, your girl bought just about everything that she wanted. So I finally got my hands on it right here. So the shade that I decided to pick up was 18G. I did swatch this in store because I wanted to see if this is going to work for me, and I think this is going to be a really good shade. Let's get into the gist on the foundation. So it says it is a skin-loving skincare hybrid foundation with a medium buildable coverage, formulated with ingredients known to provide antioxidant boosts, balanced hydration, and moisture. Take and squeeze out a pea-sized amount for even smooth coverage. Now, I am on the Sephora website and this says it's going to give a radiant finish, and one thing I find very interesting about this foundation is that you can buy refills for it, which is really cool. So it is like a squishy kind of component, and the top just screws off like this, and then on the bottom you literally can just take out the refill and then pop it back in. I love the packaging. I feel like this was really thought out, so that is exciting. All right, I want to get into this. It did come out with like a glow primer, but I decided to skip on that because it's really similar to my Tula Glowy SPF. That SPF gives me a very intense glow. So if I would have bought the Danessa Myricks primer, then it just would have been like a waste, you know? So this foundation retails for $34. You guys can pick this foundation up during the sale if you guys like what you see in this video. We're gonna put some on the back of my hand. Just like that. We're just gonna take a little bit like that. I'm just gonna take some of this. Okay, it's very thin, but it's not super runny. Let me put on a little bit of primers. I'm gonna take some of my Hard Candy mattifying primer because I do want to put on a primer because that's what I usually would do. Now that I have my primer on, I'm just gonna take some of this foundation here. I'm just gonna take a little bit, just this little bit, and I'm gonna see how this blends. Wow, that spreads really, really nicely. Wow, that little bit literally spread so much. I am honestly shocked at how much coverage this is like spreads. Ooh, this is pretty. That spread out really easy, like really easily. I was not expecting it to spread out so much. So a little bit goes a long way. I'm just gonna take what's left, take some more that's on the back of my hand and just apply it up there. Probably too much. Like, I'm just gonna do like a little swipe. I'm gonna take some on the nose. Here is one layer of the foundation blended out. Okay, this shade that I picked is honestly really good. I'm really happy with the shade that I chose. This looks beautiful on the skin, and honestly a little bit goes a long way. It doesn't really give me a radiant finish. I feel like on the Sephora site it says it gives a radiant finish. Let me just double check because I'm not seeing radiant finish. Yeah, it says it's gonna give a radiant finish. I feel like I've tried more hydrating foundations. Think the NARS Light Reflecting Foundation. I feel like that is a little bit more hydrating, and it's also really radiant and dewy like. This honestly feels like it's a foundation that just set itself. Like, it gives like a soft matte finish, but like it's not intense. It like gives a natural soft matte finish, if that makes sense. We're up close and personal. This is what we're working with. Birthmark is still peeking through. I feel like I can still see some of like my, you know, scarring. It covered, but I feel like if I was to go in with another layer, which I will, it's going to cover all of those things. Just going to take one line here, and then forehead, and then here. Like, I just literally scraped what was left on the back of my hand, and then I'm just going to Tap this in. Now we have 2 layers of the Yummy Skin foundation blended on the face. You guys, this looks really pretty. I'm not even gonna lie, it looks very gorgeous. It does look like it's my skin though. Like it just looks like healthy skin. That's the kind of vibe I'm getting from this. It's really pretty. I feel like this is really great for every day. It does cover, I still can see my birthmark, but it is buildable. I just feel like my skin is just evened out. Everything just looks so good, okay? It looks good. I'm gonna go ahead and quickly finish up my face, and then we're gonna move on to the new Urban Decay setting spray. Basically finished my face. As I was doing my makeup, I kind of was noticing a few things that I just want to highlight. Now, I'm gonna zoom in because right here, I'm looking at my monitor and everything looks good, but up close, I am not vibing with certain areas. Maybe once I spray setting spray on it, it'll look decent, but I'm just gonna show you guys what I mean. Hopefully, you guys can see it on camera, but there's certain areas like where I started to set my face where it's starting to kind of like look a little separated. You probably cannot see it on camera. Like certain areas just look a little like separated. For areas that I feel like it's doing that the most is like my forehead. I don't know if you guys can see right here. I don't know if it's the concealer. I did go on with the ABH concealer. Which honestly, sometimes this concealer could be a hit or a miss depending on the certain foundations. I've been using it a lot recently and I've been liking it with other foundations, but I don't think I like the mixture of this with this foundation, to be honest. But initially it looked so pretty. I feel like I want to try this with another concealer. Like, oh, it just sucks because it looks good from a distance, but when you get where I put all the concealers and I set it, it's starting to cling, like everything just clung together, and I'm just not, I don't like that. Aside from that, let's go ahead and get into the new Urban Decay All Nighter setting spray. Now I have 2 other Urban Decay setting sprays. I have the regular OG All Nighter, and then I have the All Nighter matte version for like when, you know, when I get oily and things like that. But this right here has vitamin C and cactus flower water in here. This one is advertised as like a hydrating setting spray. So I picked this up because I thought it would be good for the summertime. It's about to be summer, so I want to make sure I have the right necessities for whatever situation that I'm in. But it says all day wear, no makeup meltdowns. It has a citrus scent. We're going to smell that. We're going to see if it's unbearable, or, you know, we're going to test that out. It says a fresh take on All Nighter. Infused with vitamin C and cactus flower water, this powerful formula helps stop makeup meltdowns. To be used on bare skin or before makeup. Okay, great. I should have read that before. We could have used this as a primer, but we are going to use it as a setting spray. One thing I'm loving is that it does not say it's a radiant finish, because that would have like been an absolute no for me. Super cute packaging. I love the yellow and I love the purple. Very cute. Let's spray this. Okay, Mister is great. It seems very similar to the other all-nighters, but woo, my face feels so refreshed. I needed that. I was trying to smell the citrus. I'm not really getting much citrus. Like, I'm not really getting, you know, lemon smell, which is good. Wow, this feels good. I don't know if my skin just was like, needed some hydration added to it. Now that I've sprayed it, I feel like the spray helped everything just melt together, and I needed that. Trust me, I needed it. I wanted to grab my other 2 all-nighter setting sprays just to kind of like see if there's any difference. They all have 4 ounces, you know, all day wear. Okay, honestly, I'm excited for this. I don't know how it's gonna wear, but I will say my face does feel very hydrated. I feel like there is drastically a noticeable difference on camera with how my skin looks. Everything just like is like glowing. I just feel like everything just looks like it came together once I sprayed my face. That is another all-nighter setting spray we can add to the line. I love the all-nighter setting sprays. I think they're great, and this one's a good one for the summertime just by the claims and what it has, and it's just hydrating, you know? Let's go ahead and get into my final thoughts on the 2 new products I tried today. Now, we need to talk about this foundation because initially when I put it on, I thought it was really beautiful. It looked really nice. I didn't see any problems or anything I'd have to be like, okay, hold on, what is going on? I didn't see any of that, which I do, you know, which was great. And then it wasn't until I started putting products on top of it where I kind of was feeling like, okay, like what is happening? But the areas I see it the most are where I put the concealer and then where I set it with the powder. So I am going to try this out again because I need to know that I need to just know it was the concealer and the powder combo on top of this, because when I first put it on, I thought it was super beautiful. This is actually day 2 of me trying the foundation, and I think I've finally come to my conclusions. I really wanted to try it out because after wearing it yesterday, I found that I didn't like how it wore. Everything just started to separate, and today I used completely different products this time, and I want to show you guys, like out here it looks fine, but I set my entire face. But if you look very closely, you probably can't see it out here, but it like started to it's starting to kind of like separate and ball up in certain spots, and it's kind of starting to look, it looks a little bit patchy. And I just put this on, and I've only had this on for an hour or so today, and I am just not liking how it's looking. I just really wanted to love this, but I feel like a lot of it has to do with the ingredients, because after I did my face and I saw that it really wasn't working once I set my face with the powder, I just noticed like everything just was not layering right. It just did not look very good. And then I looked at the ingredients and I saw that a lot of the ingredients has a ton of oil in it, different kinds of oil, like seed oil, you know, different things like that. And I was like, maybe it's the ingredients. The oil is just breaking up everything, and I think that's what it is. So for me personally, this foundation just did not work out. It's not working out. This is my 2nd day trying it, and I'm just really not a fan at how my makeup looks. So yeah, I need to know that it was, you know, that it wasn't this foundation, because I really, really want to love it. I loved how it looked when I first put it on, but right now I can't say like, oh, you know, like I'm really happy with how my base looks with the, you know, I can't really say that right now. So now the all-nighter setting spray, all-nighter has been out for a while, so I'm pretty sure most of us, if not all of us, have all-nighters in our collection already. I feel like this is just another option for us to have in our makeup collection if we need it. So if you're one of those people that love hydrating sprays, but you just found that the OG all-nighter wasn't hydrating enough. Oh wait, I picked up the wrong one. The OG all-nighter setting spray just wasn't hydrating enough. You might find to really like this because of what they added in here. There's vitamin C, there's cactus flower water in here, and my face definitely did feel really hydrated. My skin looks refreshed. I feel like there's a drastic difference that you guys can clearly see on camera from before I sprayed the spray. Do you need to run out and buy it? No, but if you just find that you're looking for that hydrating setting spray, but you love the all-nighter formula, then you are definitely going to love this spray. Me personally, I will use all of them that I have. The mattifying one I like to use when I'm going out and I'm gonna be sweating. But for the summertime, I think this is gonna be my go-to. This right here is just a regular setting spray. I just feel like it's pretty normal, you know? So yeah, honestly, it's up to you. I think it's great. The scent is not strong. You do not smell the scent. I didn't smell anything. I'm gonna go ahead and end this video right here. I really wish that this kind of review turned out a little bit different. Yeah, so I'm gonna end this video right here. Let me know your thoughts down below. If you have tried out this foundation, please let me know something regarding it. Like, was it, you think it was the combo, the powder, like what exactly? And I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye guys.